welcome back to another riveting episode of Secret Life of the Cam Girl.
Hello, this is Editing Noah, and I would like to apologize on behalf of this video for the horrible audio. I don't know what is wrong with my microphone. I didn't know anything was wrong with my microphone, and obviously there is something wrong with my microphone, so I apologize, and hopefully it won't be as bad in my next video. But yeah, sorry for headphone users. There's just some it's like echoey or backgroundy. I don't know. It's annoying, and I apologize, and I notice it, and don't yell at me. Okay, bye.
I'm your girl, Noah Bensi, and if you don't know me, hello, welcome to my channel. I post a bunch of content, mostly adult industry related, some story time, makeup stuff. We have fun on here. Please, if you're not already, make sure you are following me on all my social media. I don't know when and if I'm gonna ever get my regular Twitter back again, which really breaks my heart. I'm still talking to them about it. Let me know if you want to hear a whole video about that in general. Like, comment below, be like, make a Twitter video, because that is a whole story in itself and involves Ariana Grande, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, so follow me on my social media if you're not already, and it will mean the world to me. Alright, so hi. I was supposed to post a video yesterday, and then some cool things have happened, and I was just like, I have to re-record, I have to have announcements, I have things I need to tell you, and then this crazy story happened the other day, so this is just a better video than the one I had pre-recorded, is my point. Let's start with this story, and then at the end of the video, I'll do like the big announcements. If you don't care about this story and don't want to hear about it, I'll put like a timestamp somewhere on the screen where the announcements come in, and then I guess you can skip over and not listen to me. I don't know what you want to do. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm guessing you already read obviously the title of this video is probably why you clicked. But this is just so, I don't even know where to start with this story. So Catfish. Being a public figure, and even just being an attractive girl in general, you just get catfished a lot. You get a lot of people, or not we're getting catfished, but people are using our pictures, our content, making fake Instagrams and fake accounts and trying to con mostly men out of money or attention. And it's really, really strange and honestly really scary and horrible. And I'm actually going to give a little bit of tips at the end of this of like, if you're a fan, if you're a customer of anybody, not obviously just me, like how to avoid being catfished and kind of little things that you can do to make sure that the person that you're following or giving money to or paying attention to is like actually that person. But this story, okay, so let me just get into it. I was on cam and I'm just sitting online and talking to my fans. It was kind of like a slowish night, so I was kind of just like hanging out or just chit-chatting. I was like sitting on the couch like how I am right now pretty much. And this guy comes in and he's just like, wow, like just saying like he's just acting a little bit strange. But I mean, I'm kind of used to it, so I kind of just like, I didn't think of it as anything. And he starts saying things like how he's known me for so long. And then he asks the question, which, let me preface this, you should never ask, especially an adult performer, this question. Just, it's not appropriate. It's not respectful. But in this particular case, I totally understand why he asked. And it's one of those situations where just be careful in the context that you ask this question if you do see fit to asking this question. Like, for instance, how this guy did. But aside from that, you should never ask this. And that is, what is your real name? it's not a good question to ask. But I'm not somebody that like necessarily like gets mad at people. Like I'll usually just tell people like, oh, I'm gonna get that information out, like, you know what I mean, or kind of just like brush it off or whatever. So he asked me what my real name was, or asked me if, I think he phrased it as like, is Noah Bensi your real name? And I was like, no, the Bensi part I made up. And yeah. And then he was just like, he's like, you can tell me, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? So I was like, if you want, I was like, you can tip me and like we can like private message and you can tell me like what are you getting at? What are you talking about? So he tips me and I private messaged him, and he was actually, it was his first like his first time ever on MFC. So he actually didn't even know how to use PMs, and he's still typing in free chat. And he was like, do you know someone named Lawrence? And I'm like, Lawrence? So now I'm trying to like get him to go over to the private message. So I'm like messaging him my responses on the private message, even though he's typing in free chat. Finally, he catches on. And he's like, yeah, like, do you know someone named Lawrence? And I'm like, not in my like real life. Like, no, I don't. Like, and honestly, not even in my camp. If I don't know any, unless I don't know anyone named Lawrence, I don't think. And he was like, so it doesn't ring a bell to you? And I could tell that like something was like going on. Like he was getting like not angry, but like upset that like I didn't know who he was. So this conversation went on for another like few little bleep bleep bleeps, and finally it came down to him telling me. Now brace yourself, because this blows my mind. I was telling Diego this story like right after it happened. We were like, what? This guy told me that he has been talking to me on an app called Hangout for 3 years. Digest that. Just did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. 3 years. This man has been talking to me on this app that I've never heard of before until he brought it up. And he has fallen in love with me and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, honey, that's not me. Like, oh no. And I felt immediately really, really, really bad for him. Like, 'cause that's just sad and upsetting. And I was like, I am so sorry that happened to you. Like, and he was like, are you sure that it's not you? And I'm like, I am sure. And he's like, but they were sending me your pictures. And I was like, that happens. Now, pause. He didn't do this, but let me talk about something really fast. If you ever get catfished, and like I said, I'm going to give tips to how to avoid it at the end of my story, but let's follow me for a minute. If you ever get catfished and you dumbly send that person money, or they make you a promise of something to have you do something, like, I don't know, like, follow me here and I'll send you a video, or follow my Snapchat and I'll send you a video. Like, if they ever do something along those lines and then they rob you, or you don't get what you want, or you realize that they're fake, it is very inappropriate, and it also disrespectful to now go at the real person and expect them to, in a way, like pick up the pieces and like compensate for you being robbed. And let me just put that into better words, or an example. I had a customer, well, I don't even know if he was a customer, because he actually wasn't a customer. He's never given me money. But I had a person that was my fan last year, like early last year, I want to say like February. And he I don't know, had a catfish moment, gave the person like something like $300 or something like that for like a bunch of videos. And then when he didn't get the videos, he was like freaking out and like all of this stuff. And then he found my Instagram and messaged me like this whole paragraph about how I'm like this horrible person and I'm like this thief, and he was being really, really mean. And I messaged him back and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. The person you're in contact with was not me, and you would owe me an apology, pretty much. And he was like, oh my God, like, I'm sorry, like, blah, blah, blah. And then after apologizing, he was just like, well, can you still send me the videos? And I was like, no, like, why would I? No. And he was like, but I paid $300 to this person, and like, I lost all this money and I didn't get anything for it. And I'm like, I didn't want to sound too horrible, but that's not my problem. Like, it's not. Like, you need to find ways to verify that that person is a real person before you go and like spend your hard-earned money on them. Like, you need to verify that. It's really not my issue, and it's not my thing to fix if like that were to happen to you. And it's upsetting, and I have sympathy for you, and I'm sorry, and like, you know, but when it comes down to it, like, no, it's not my mess to fix, you know? So I told him no, and he got upset again, and I told him to report the account and to wherever he sent the money, to report that account to, like, if it was like PayPal or whatever it was, like, to report it as fraud. And I was like, that's all the advice that I could like give you. And he was mad at me again. But that's just an example of like where this can get like messy and what not to do. Fortunately, this guy Lawrence was like not one of those people. He was nice, and he just felt really embarrassed and really sad, and like I felt really sad for him. Where this story gets a little bit funny is like, okay, I have to look at my phone for this, but this person's fake name, this is why he was asking me, is my name Noah Bensi, and do I go by another name or something? Because this person gave him a name that I'm going to try to say, and I'm also going to post up on the screen, because it made me laugh. It's not funny, but it made me laugh, because it's just like, what the hell name is this? Like, what is this person? Like, what? And they gave him this. Okay. By the way, I do have the Catfish person's email, name, and like information. So like I'm gonna report them too to the app. But yeah. Okay, so this person told poor Lawrence like that her name, and I'm putting her on it because I just have it in my head that all catfish are just like creepy neckbeards in their grandma's basement. So I'm just picturing like the worst right now. This poor guy probably sent money or nudes or both to this person that is just creepy as fuck, and I feel really bad for them. Not them, like Lawrence. Anyway, the name. Okay, ready? I'm gonna put it right here. Stella BC Stillisclis. Stella BC Stillisclis. What? Like, I can't. Like, what is that? That is the craziest fake name I've ever heard in my life. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. Stillisclis? Stillisclis.
Hello again. It's me, Editing Noah, and I just wanted to tell you that I thought it was kind of funny and insulting and funny that if you type weird lady into Google, it's just like endless pictures of Lady Gaga. Do with that as you will. Just endless. Just Lady Gaga. She is the weird lady. Okay, bye.
I'm shook. I think what just makes this story the saddest is the fact that it went on for so long. It's one thing because I feel like this happens semi-often. I mean, some of us have more catfish than others. I know I have a few Instagrams out there that are super fake that aren't me. But okay, so here are some precautions or things that I do so you as a customer, you as a fan, you as anybody knows that it's really me talking and really me like pictures and sending pictures and all of that. So first of all, Instagram. I have any account that is attached to my name that's actually run by me in my bio. So currently on Instagram, I had to change my name. This is another story. I was getting spammed like crazy. So unfortunately, I had to let go of just my regular @NoahBensi, which really, really, really sucks. But I fixed my spam problem, and now my name for my main account is Baby Bunny Bensi, spelled normal, just Baby Bunny Bensi. And then I have Noah Bensi Official, which is like my aesthetic, kind of like a Finsta, but not really a Finsta. I go live there. On there, I mean, every Wednesday at like 5 Pacific if you want to come hang out. But yeah, so that's Noah Bensi Official. And then I have my Instagram for my bunnies. And they're all just like in my bio. So if any other account is coming at you or trying to talk to you and it's not one of those 3 accounts, and I don't know why it would be my bunny. So honestly, it's my bunny likes you. But honestly, this should just be either Baby Bunny Bensi or Noah Bensi Official. If it's not either of those, it's not me. Another thing that I do to prevent catfish also is I put my watermarks on everything. And as much as like people are like, oh, watermarks don't work, your stuff still gets stolen. 100%, your stuff still gets stolen. But at least when it's stolen, your name's on it. Or where they try to Photoshop it out, it's not perfect and it looks dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Try to put it in a spot that isn't convenient to be like Photoshopped. Like sometimes I like even like putting my watermark like in my hair or like somewhere just like weird. You can also be like some other people and put it in like sneaky spots so that when the people steal it, they just think it's not watermarked, and then all of a sudden like your name's on it, like little letters like somewhere like sneaky. You can do that too. But yeah, so the way to avoid it, here's where the tips come in. The way to avoid being catfished is honestly ask for verification. So for instance, if you're on a site that is not an adult site, that person is not technically age verified or anything like that. So for instance, if you're talking to somebody on Snapchat, talking to somebody on Instagram, I didn't have to submit paperwork to be verified to those sites. I just made an account. So that is a place where if you're not sure if that person is that person, and that's the thing, just in general, I just feel like you should do this in general. Like, ask for that person to hold up a sign with yours and their name on it. Like, you know what I mean? Ask for that person to send you a quick video saying, hey, like, this is the real me, say your name, like, so you know that it's not like a pre-recorded or pre-photo, like someone just like, because some people do that too. And just do the regular precautions. Like I said, it's your hard-earned money, it's your time, it's your body sometimes. You don't want to just be sending that to like random people, you know? So definitely you have to do your checks, and especially if you're falling in love with someone or like connecting with somebody, you really, really should check because you don't want to get your heart broken. And then I just feel so bad for Lawrence. Poor Lawrence. Put F's in the chat for Lawrence. It's so sad. And I just don't want this to happen to anybody else. And just be careful when you're on these weird chat apps and Snapchats and just things like that. Like, I still have my pay-per-view Snapchat. I'm not as active on it as I used to be now because of like the changes all with like OnlyFans and all of that. But like when it comes down to it, like, yeah, just, oh my God, 3 years. Ay. Even on like Twitter and stuff, you really have to be careful just of who you're talking to, who you're spending money on, and just really do all of the checks that you could possibly do. I've even seen big companies make mistakes. Just be careful. But that was my crazy catfish story. It's not too crazy. It's more sad than crazy, but yeah, that's what happened. Poor Lawrence. I have some announcements that I'm kind of excited about. I have 3 2 kind of are like connected, but I have 3. So I've been thinking about trying to, I don't know if I talked about this before. If I did, I apologize. I don't remember. But I've been trying to put together a way that I can make content that, for instance, I can't post on YouTube, but is still like secret life oriented. Because there's things that like I want to say, tutorials, editing tutorials, for instance, how to do certain things on certain sites, just little like industry secrets and tips and things like that that I don't necessarily, for one, want to post on YouTube, and 2, can post on YouTube because YouTube will either delete me or demonetize me. I can't help you guys the way that I want to help you guys and connect the way that I want to connect. So originally I made my Patreon for that, and I don't know if I'm just dumb. Probably, that's probably the case. But I don't understand Patreon. So unfortunately, like, I didn't last very long on Patreon, and it kind of just like ditched it. Now, those of you who signed up for my Patreon, and that I can still contact you guys in some type of way. I'm not deleting my Patreon as of right now. I'm going to message all of you guys and give you a free link to what I'm about to say, because obviously you guys already paid for my Patreon, and I don't want you to feel like, you know what I mean? I don't want you to feel any type of way, or like I took money from you guys or anything like that. That's awful. So I'm going to give you a link to the thing I'm about to talk about right now for free. So, and don't worry if you're on my Patreon, is my point. I decided that I can better, what's the word? Be there. I don't know what I'm saying right now. If I made an OnlyFans that was for Secret Life. So this OnlyFans would be like a super small subscription fee, something like $3 or something like that. I don't know how low I can go on OnlyFans. And I will be posting videos about editing, about creating a profile, about picture editing, about video editing, about how to take certain kinds of pictures, just things that I can't talk about on YouTube. Like, we could do Fetish Thursday again. We could do a bunch of things. Anything that like I can't post or won't post on YouTube, I'm going to be posting on this OnlyFans. I will also be giving like one-on-one mentoring. So for example, you can message me questions or problems pretty much any time of day or night. As long as I'm not sleeping, I will find a way to answer you. And I can send you back either like a video message, because OnlyFans makes that really easy. I can text if it's like a small question or something like that. And I can help you guys be more like there for you on a personal level. Because that's really where I find the most joy in this industry, is honestly helping you and mentoring you as models. And this is for girls and guys, like anyone that wants to be part of the industry, wants to get into the industry. This will be for you, and I will be able to be more open and stuff like that. We can have fun. We can do live chats on there. And yeah, it'll just be a small little subscription, just how OnlyFans normally is. And then if you guys want to just send me extra little tips and stuff here and there, that would be awesome. It'll help me just be able to produce more content in a way. But regardless, I'm going to be posting on there. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote the link probably in my next video. And then I'm going to promote it on like all my social media and stuff. I'm going to give myself like another week. So I can get some stuff up there. So by the time that you can subscribe, you have some things to watch. But yeah, I just think that would be like more fun for us. I'm just saying more better for us. It'd be more better. My second announcement. There's a little fly in this room. It needs to go away. Sorry. My second announcement is I got nominated again for Favorite Cam Girl for XBiz, and I'm so excited, and I really, really want to go for it this year. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I kind of want to win. So, so pretty please, if you have the time and you can and you want to, vote for me. I'm not exactly sure when voting ends right now, but as far as I know, voting is unlimited. What that means, just for the girls too, the other girls that are nominated watching this, what that means, unlimited votes, is that you can sit there, like I can sit there right now and spam the voting button, just vote, 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 right? That's unlimited. But what happens is the unique votes hold more weight. So what I was told is that you want a bunch of different people voting, and it goes by the number of the different people. So for instance, if I were to tie with somebody, let's say, I'm going to go on a small scale right now, let's say like she had 60 people, I had 60 people. The way they would break that tie is by the spam votes. So like, I don't want to call them spam, but you know, by the extra votes or whatever. So I guess it kind of is like everyone gets technically one like unique vote a day, but then at the same time it's still really important to like just do it a couple more times and like spam it as much as you want, because it can come down to a tie and then that could break it. So voting's unlimited. Please vote. I can't post any of the XBiz or OnlyFans links obviously on YouTube, so you're gonna have to follow me on social media, or at least go on my social media to find those links. But they're there. My last announcement, which is pretty cool if I can say so, is I am in collab right now with XBiz for their new platform called XBiz TV, where pretty much how it's working as of right now is anything that I post on YouTube will be posted on XBiz TV. And I could make unique videos to XBiz TV, but that's kind of not exactly the point. The point is to get more eyes from actual adult people and performers and industry workers, you know what I mean? In the adult industry, so maybe not adult people, but like adult people too. But what I'm saying is more industry people, and get more those eyes on my videos more, and those unique views and different things like that, so that they can subscribe and they know who I am. Because obviously YouTube is not very friendly towards anybody. Definitely not friendly towards us adult performers. So so that's really cool. So if you guys want to follow me on there, like I said, there's not going to be like too much unique content. I might post a few things on there, but I will tell you guys when and if I do. But yeah, just to show support to the channel, it'd be super nice if you could follow me on XBiz TV. Again, I can't put that link here, but I will have it up on social media. I'm super excited about it. I have a lot like going on behind the scenes when it comes to promotions and different companies that I'll be working with in the near future, and this is my first announcement of the first one, and I'm really excited, and I'm babbling. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I feel like it's getting long. I feel like I always say that. All of my videos get very long videos. But I love you. Stay safe. Wash your hands. I'm going to be putting all of the resources, mental health resources, Black Lives Matter, everything down below. Please vote. Please be vocal. Please wear your damn masks. Did you know that? I don't even want to get into it. I'm not getting into it. I'm not saying it. Just wear your masks, okay? Just please. For me. Oh my god, you guys see that mask, like the wear your masks TikTok? I'll post it. I'll post it at the end, and it'll be our outro song. It'll be wear your damn mask. But yeah, so I love you guys. I will see you in a few days with another video. I'm gonna be posting the video where, I don't know if you guys noticed, I asked you a bunch of questions like on Twitter, and we're gonna be responding like to those answers and stuff regarding changes that people want to see in the industry in general and regarding performers of color. So I got a couple of juicy meatballs that I'm going to be responding to. And yeah, so that'll be the next video. So please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Yeah, love you. Bye!
Wearing a mask is sexy. Wearing a mask is hot. Wearing a mask makes your butt look better than doing a million squats. Wearing a mask is cute. Wearing a mask is cool. Wearing a mask is for people who did above average in school. I can't mask the feeling when you're wearing a mask. What turns me on is listening to scientific facts. A mask is the accessory to turn a 6 into a 10. 'Cause stopping viral spread makes me spread my legs, amen. Look how flexible I am.